After weeks of protests and 2 deaths in Minnesota, the Trump administration appears to signal that it's ready to de-escalate tensions in Minneapolis. Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem says every ICE and Border Patrol agent in the area will now wear body cameras, and she says this could expand to other areas nationwide if there's funding to cover it. Let's bring in CBS News correspondent Omar Villafranca, who's joining us from Minneapolis. So, Omar, how are officials in Minneapolis feeling about this latest announcement?
Well, Vlad, the body cam news, they're glad to hear, but they're also cautiously optimistic. I mean, when talking with someone yesterday in the community, they were telling me, we were talking about the body cams and what they may do to relations. She basically still said, we still want ICE out. And that message has been consistent and clear. You see that even plastered on buildings and in windows and in neighborhoods. So people here in the community are still on high alert. We were driving around in one neighborhood and we saw people who were wearing, excuse me, like reflective vests on corners where it's well below freezing because they're out there monitoring the neighborhood for suspicious vehicles and contacting each other via text or walkie-talkie. They also had whistles on them. That's how they alert that ICE is in the area. So they are out there. In fact, our crew, we were doing a story and talking to various people, and we got followed by some of these community members. They weren't threatening, but they are keeping eyes on cars and people in the neighborhood that they don't recognize because they feel that they have to protect the neighborhood people. And so news like this, it depends who you ask. We actually talked to the Hennepin County Sheriff. Here's what she had to say about it.
Hoping that there is a drawdown. Got to tell you, I'm a little bit worried because the day after Homeland did announce that, President Trump said that there will be no drawdowns. The ripple effects is on all of us. And when this Operation Surge is done, it's going to be local authorities that have to clean up this mess.
And that's kind of the message, Vlad, that the folks have here, that when ICE leaves, they're still here, and they told us they want to deal with the trauma in this community once they leave.
And Omar, I know you spoke to some parents there at Columbia Heights. That's a school district where we saw several students they're detained in recent weeks. So what do they have to say?
Well, one of the parents was telling me that, the kids are aware. Even though some of the little kids, but obviously the junior high and high school kids, they seem to think that a lot of the kids are aware of what's going on. They feel the tension and they're processing it. One mother told me that for her children, it was clear what was going on in their mind was bad and it wasn't good. So, again, kind of to the point that I brought before, once this operation is drawn back, a lot of the parents feel that they're going to have this conversation with their children about what happened. And that's going to be an interesting conversation between parents and children and administrators as well.
Yeah, this must be hard for them to process for sure.
Omar, thank you very much for your reporting. As always, my friend, appreciate it.